All right, so now we're live.
All
Um,
right, awesome, awesome.
yeah, so welcome everybody. Nelly James Life Lesson Sessions. And today we have uh Dwayne. We'll let him tell you guys what he does. Very cool person. Known him for a very long time, so we're just let him introduce himself.
Thank you, Nelly. I'm going to introduce myself right now. So, yeah, I'm Dwayne Somerville. I'm a photographer, entrepreneur, and yeah, that's about it right now. Like, I used to do everything before. Like, I used to play paintball. I was a professional paintball player for a little bit. Got to travel the world because of it. It's pretty nice. Yeah. So, what you saying, Nelly?
just just doing what I can. As you see, I came up with the track, and you know, it's just amazing that we can do a project together now
Yeah,
because of
for
that.
sure.
You know, um, just letting everybody know that you're doing the video for me, and
Okay, okay.
it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be wicked.
I'm going to have
Um,
to hype it up. Hype it
yeah,
up.
we're gonna get something hot going.
I hear you. I hear you. It's going to be a lit video. It's
Yeah,
going to be a lit video. Hopefully, when the snow is gone, we're going to record
yeah,
and I'll edit it, and it's going to be nice.
yeah, man. I can't wait, man. Can't wait.
All right.
Yeah, man. So, let's jump into the paintball thing because I actually didn't know that you were a professional paintball player.
All
Oh,
right.
so,
Okay. Okay. So
so-
paintball. Okay. So this is back in like I don't know. It's like almost like 10 years ago,
yeah,
11 years, easily. Easily
oh,
those time back then.
yeah,
Anywho, I was going to what school was it? I was going to Centennial College at the time,
yeah,
right? And I was doing automotive.
yeah,
And the man, one of my teachers says everyone should take up a hobby,
yeah,
right? And I'm like, okay, take up a hobby, okay, all right. So the first time we went paintballing, I think it was a church thing.
mhm,
We went paintballing as a church group, and I fell
yeah,
in love with it. I'm not going to say like I love the guns and stuff, but like,
yeah,
it's some people like shooting things, okay?
yeah,
It's actually like
yeah,
therapy,
yeah,
right? And then I played at what's the field called? It was Sergeant Splatters.
yeah,
And the man said, one of the guys there said that, yo, I never seen somebody who first time playing could shoot up everyone. And I said, yeah, okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Like, yo, I asked him, how do you become like professional? I asked him all these questions, right? And he's like, yo, you're very interested in it. I'm like, yeah, might as well. He's
yeah,
like, oh, there's a couple leagues in Canada. There's leagues in the States and then even in Europe. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay. So he's like, yeah, you gotta get good, get on a team, practice as a
mhm,
team, and you'll go far. And
yeah,
from that, I actually practice.
yeah,
I went there. I think it was like every weekend
mhm,
with with Randy and this the next guy named Dwayne.
yeah,
I think we went there every weekend for like I think it was like half a year, right? And then these guys gave me a job there,
mhm,
right? He's like, yo, if I see that the manager there, I think his name was they were twins, Shane and Sean,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
They're like, we see that you like the sport,
yeah,
right? And it's like, yeah, you could easily make money. And I'm like, okay, okay. So they hired me, right? They
mhm,
talked to the boss and said, yo, this guy comes in like every weekend and stuff, and and helps us out and plays, and he
yeah,
knows the game.
yeah,
So the boss said, all right, hire him. Hold on for a second.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. It was just a quick phone call. But
Yeah.
yeah, what was I saying again? Yeah, so these guys were saying, oh, they talked to the big boss,
Hmm.
right? And they're like, yo, this guy comes in every day. I mean, not every day, every weekend,
Yeah.
right? Let's give him a shot. From that, yo, I met up with like people in the industry, like the makers of the paintball, the makers of the actual paintball markers, what they call guns or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's really called markers, we'll just use
Mhm.
markers, so we don't influence the little kids to say, oh, this is a gun, but it's
Yeah.
marker, okay?
Yeah.
So from that now, um, I went I went to different paintball fields and
Hmm.
started meeting like everyone, right? And I
Yeah.
realized it was like a tight community,
Hmm.
right? Everyone knew each other. So when
Yeah.
they saw me, he's like, "Yo, this guy's a good guy. This guy's a good guy."
Yeah.
Every place where I went to, I didn't have to pay, or they treated me nice,
Yeah.
They gave
Yeah.
me like little perks, you
Yeah.
know. And
Holy.
then from there, I got to be on a team. My first team was what was my first team? Menace,
Hmm.
right? And it was a bunch of I wouldn't say newbies, but like a bunch of cool people who are getting back into the game. I was the newest one, right? And then
Yeah.
we just won couple like citywide championships,
Yeah.
and yeah, we got a good amount of loot from that. And then from there, they're like, oh, we should go play in the States. So we went
Wow.
to Florida for a World Cup,
Yeah.
right? We got to play in that for a little bit, and then somebody said, "Oh, there's one in where was it again? There's a paintball tournament in Russia,
Yeah.
and there's a paintball tournament in what's it called, in France? Not well, yeah, France."
Wow.
So we tried going there. The Russian one was we didn't even go in it, like we didn't like enter it.
Yeah.
We went there to watch, right?
Okay.
Because we wanted to see how they play, because it's different. The
Yeah.
western side of the world acts different than the eastern side of the world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone's different. Like Americans act different than Canadians. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
play different. Everything is different.
Yeah.
So like from there, we understood that their game is totally different than the American game.
Mhm.
Because Canada, we played the American side. But in the European side, it's
Yeah.
totally different. It's totally different. So we got to play that. We played in the France one. The France one was dope. We had fun. We didn't win because like I told you, it's a different type of a game. And then the what's it called? The American side, it was
Yeah.
called PSP and MPPL.
Mhm.
MPPL we came seventh, and PSP we came third and second. And
Huh.
that was pretty dope.
Wicked. Wicked. So you traveled the world, man. You did.
I could actually say I traveled through paintball and just meeting people.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So then my next question now is how did he get into the photography and videography?
All right. So photography. Photography was like my dad got me into it for like my dad was the type of person who would say, "Oh, one man should not like keep himself down with only one thing. You have to
True.
expand,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? You have to expand. Like if you're stuck on one thing, you're going to be useless in the future."
Yeah. True.
And it's truth, right? Because if you see it right now,
Yeah.
people who are laborers, or
Yeah.
like doing the labor job,
Yeah.
right? They're telling you to stay home now. What are you going to do?
Exactly. Laid off.
Exactly. So you have to find something else. So if you could find what you're good at, your hobbies usually become your career. That's what somebody told me when I was young.
Yeah.
Your hobbies could become your career, but my hobbies became my lifestyle.
Yeah.
So when I was playing paintball, I used to take pictures, and there was other people telling me how to take pictures, like what angles are good, what lenses are good, right?
Yeah.
And they all said, "Yo, it's never about the camera body. It's all about the lens and your eye in photography,
Hmm.
right? Playing paintball, you get the eye because you have to like you have to maneuver yourself and like be the smallest visible thing to shoot at, right? So you have that little window to understand, okay, if I put the camera here now,
Hmm.
right? you have this certain look,
Okay.
right? You have this certain angle, what looks good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to like they all it's like a analogy basically, you know,
Wicked.
right? It intertwines together. So if you play paintball, you're usually good at photography.
Hmm.
That's how
With,
I see it.
with the aiming and all this stuff, like it all.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
Exactly. You get a steady hand because like if you seen like professional cameras and stuff,
yeah.
they're not really light.
Yeah. No, they're heavy. Like the
Yeah,
knife part.
yeah, they're beasts,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, so they intertwine. So the people I met in paintball also taught me how to. There was this guy named Sheldon Carlos, I believe his name is. He
Yeah.
was he's actually a known photographer for paintball, right?
Yeah.
He did all the events like in Canada,
Mhm.
majority of the events in Canada.
Yeah.
And then he also went to the States and did some events there. So he's a known photographer. He showed me a little 1-2 thing with the camera,
Yeah.
right? And then for videography, my cousin does videography, right?
Yeah.
Um, Damien Singh. So you
Okay.
might see him with what's his name? Jaheim Rich. He did a couple videos for him. He also does photography as well. So he knows the ins and out of the music side of things. So he's trying
Yeah.
to get me into that to expand my horizons with that, you know. So I get to meet more people, take photography. I
Yeah.
mean, take pictures rather, and then grow myself from there.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. So,
yeah.
um, what's it called? I'd say right now, how would you say the coronavirus pandemic stuff is affecting your stuff right now, if it is?
It's not affecting me still. Cause
Okay,
like
that's
all right,
blessed.
if you really think about it, right,
Yeah.
you just have to put your mind to it. Cause like all
Mhm.
right, majority if you're taking portraits, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
portraits you have to go outside. Okay,
Yeah.
that part hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, but with photography, you could do so much things in photography. You could do product photography.
Hmm.
You could do food photography.
Yeah.
Right? People are ordering food, so you make up your little set,
Yeah.
right, and take the picture,
Hmm.
right? Put it on like stock files or stock photos and stuff like that. People buy it, you know, you're still making bank, you know. The only thing is, like I said, with portraits, yeah, that's hurting, right? Weddings as well, wedding photography, that's hurting, right? Because like everything lock off, you know.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
But other than that, like I right now I have to do a product photography for a German company and
Hmm.
it's for bath bombs, right? So I need a girl to take a picture. So like
Yeah.
certain things you have to work out because like how am I going to get a girl to feature into this picture and get this bath bomb when the world is locked off? I can't go where I need to go or she can't come because you know we're scared of coronavirus, you know. So
Yeah.
like yeah, there's some problems with it, but like you got to work through it, you know.
Yeah. You don't let it hold you down straight.
Yeah. So we have to figure it out. That's all. Just like everyone else right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the photography, do you plan on traveling with it too, just like how you did with paintball?
Oh, I'm trying to, man. I'm really trying to. But it's a different field because like these guys have years on me. Like if
Yeah.
you want to be like a travel photographer or like event a photographer and you're getting sent around the world, you have to become one of the best.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do right now, become one of the best. I grew fast still. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie about that. I grew fast, and maybe that's because of like of the people I know who's
Yeah.
been helping me. But
Yeah.
I grew fast, so like I'm not gonna lie, it's a
Yeah.
blessing. So you have to understand the people you know also blesses you.
For sure.
Some may put you down, but there's a lot of love in the world.
Yeah, that'll lift you up. And then I
Exactly.
find too that when you hang around people with the same thing, all you do, like with the same vision and all that stuff, then you just observe what they're doing, and they'll help you with what you're doing too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in the photography world, like there's this one guy, I watch on YouTube. He's like, yo, I used to think that. making other people help me on my jobs would like take away my jobs because just in case they're better than me or whatever.
Yeah.
But in reality, you help one hand washes the other, you know? So
Great.
he helped you with one, right? The next thing you know, two
Mhm.
days later, he might say, "Yo, I need your help with this big photography joint. What I have to do, I need your help." So that's how it works in the photography world.
Straight, man. Straight.
Eh.
Nah, that's big. That's what's up. So, um, where could people find you on social media?
Okay, so we have a web. I have a website.
Yeah.
It's digitalshotphotography.com. My Instagram is digital shot photography.
Mhm.
Everything is all the same. Like I don't have Twitter with it anymore. Like I stopped with Twitter because
Okay.
I don't know, too much social media, too much things to keep up with.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like yeah, right now it's just my website. I'm more focused on my website, and if you wanna like book with me, you could do it through my website or you could do it through Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, wicked, wicked, wicked. So, people, here we are. Dwayne Somerville. He was uh, a killer at paintball. Traveled the world, saw a lot of places through his career in paintball, and now he's doing photography, videography, and you know the best is just yet to come. So stay tuned for what he's doing. Go follow him right now. I've seen a lot of great stuff come from his page. Like it's crazy. Like some shots that I thought, like, damn, you know.
Yeah, I
So
hear you.
yeah, so
There's some bangers on the page. There's some
yeah,
bangers on the page.
yeah. There's some wicked stuff on his page. So go check it out. And Dwayne, thanks for coming on to the show, man, to the podcast.
No problem. Thanks for hosting me, man. Enough love.
For sure. Much love, much love. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So this is what we're gonna call it, Nelly James Life Lesson Sessions. Thank y'all for tuning in, and stay tuned for many more. And this is not the last time we're gonna have Dwayne on here. I'm sure he has a lot more projects coming up and um, a lot more things that he's doing as well. So stay
Yeah,
tuned.
just yeah, stay tuned. Wait for the video. Wait for the video, you
Yeah,
know?
wait for the video. The video is gonna be cold.
Yeah. Gonna be good. I like your song though. Like,
Re-
yeah, that song is good.
Respect, man. Respect. I just saw on Spotify.
Hmm.
It's playing in about 4 different countries already right now. So
That's good. That's good. It's growing.
yeah, it's growing right now.
Growing.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. Thanks for coming on, man.
No problem, man. No problem. It's all good.
All right.
Thanks for hosting me again. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir. All right. So bless up, yeah.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.